Ryan.
What's going on, everyone? Let's do this. What's going on, everyone? This is Jacob Shoup. You're watching the Tom O'Brien Show, as Tom would say, TGIF. How about that? How does that sound? Hope you all had a good week. What a crazy week. There's just been so much movement in the market. Take a look at the SPY right now. You know, this is echoing, I think, a lot of what our traders here have been saying, in addition, some of our contributors like Tim Ord, where you get this high move and we're just getting some kind of sideways consolidation going through. I know there is some, panic saying, right? Like, this is the top, this is the absolute top, and we crack down from here. But there's all the reason in the world to keep pushing this market going forward. America is being viewed as like the best place right now to put your money. You're getting just massive, massive pumps. One of the things that Steve Rhodes has been saying when he comes on the show, and again, you can check out Steve Rhodes at 11 a.m. on Tiger Financial News Network, is, the SPY's making all-time highs in all these other currency pairings, right? Or excuse me, not pairings, but all these other currencies. And you're getting a massive capital flight right now to America. And, I see some, larger commentators or analysts like online saying that can cause a bubble. And to a certain extent, you keep piling money in. At some point that reaches a saturation point and it comes out. But as far as what I'm saying, I mean, it doesn't seem like this market it can just kind of keep going right now, at least. Now, let's say you get an insane, some kind of CPI reading or unemployment like really blows up or something, you can get some issues. But right now, you're just kind of getting consolidation over a few sessions, about 4 sessions now. After making all-time highs. Minor pullback on not really significant volume in any capacity, and just sideways movement. And then we push this even harder, into the new year. Pretty interesting stuff. A lot of the banks are saying as well that everything is looking okay. You did have Societe Generale say that what is going on here seems like they could anticipate a large pullback next year. We can talk a little bit about that at some other point in the show. But we're just getting kind of consolidation right now. Dow Jones Industrial moving down a little bit from its high there, trading off about 0.14% at 43,851. You have that composite. Again, made a recent high. Was that today? Yeah, how about that? Up 0.10% right now at 19,922. You have crude oil continuing to creep a little bit higher, up 1.7% at 71.21. Let's take a look. Gold giving back some of its gains, kind of in a big way, at least if you look at the chart, off about 1.41% at 2,671. You have copper off about 1.24 at 419. Let's take a look. Silver off 2.10%. Silver is getting just killed, honestly. Sorry, Mike. You know what I mean? It's going to come back. This stuff moves. And really, I would recommend, if you guys didn't catch it, checking out my interview with Tim Ord yesterday. He had some really, really interesting insight, into the miners in particular, but he included silver a little bit. And again, that was used as a way to kind of explain what will happen with gold, but it gave good insight into how these kind of silver miners can move here. Of course, this is the silver's future contract, really cracking down quite a bit here. You can get to this kind of support here of around $30. 95 cents off that right now, trading at trading off 2.12%. Let's take a look. Disney is kind of selling a little bit. Lucid, this is the first time I've seen Lucid not make insane moves during the day. Meta strong, off about 1.81%. New Star Energy. Yeah, we'll talk about some of the uranium guys as well going forward here. And then Tesla roaring right back after a minor sell-off yesterday. Made a high, again, 434.35. We were trading at a 1.4 trillion market cap in that stock. What a bizarre thing. I want to talk a bit about Archer here. And then we'll go into Red Cat as well. This stock has been getting memed by Wall Street Bets very heavily, looking at EV vertical takeoff vehicles. That's some pretty crazy stuff, obviously, especially to be pumping into $3.2 billion. But now, massive short sell here. People made a lot of money on that, crept back up, retested again, and now we have a big leg upside. trading up 16.53%. This is on news, and this actually makes me feel bullish in some capacity, right? Let me see if I can find this headline here. Yes, how about that? Guys, partnership. I'm a big Anduril fanboy. They have a partnership with Anduril, raises additional $430 million, which I think is fantastic. Any way that I can get exposure to Anduril, I want to do it. Fortunately, again, just not a public company. But what Palmer Luckey is doing, again, this is the guy who developed Oculus, which was eventually purchased by Meta. And when you have time this weekend, go on YouTube and just type in Anduril. You have to sift through the Lord of the Rings kind of videos, which I find funny too, that our two of our largest defense contractors are named after Lord of the Rings items, with Palantir and Anduril. But just see what these guys are doing. It is unbelievable. So let's take a look right now. This, in my opinion, is actually a real reason to get into Archer, not just speculation on what the UAE will give to these guys for vertical takeoff. This is really interesting. So Anduril Archer announced today that they've entered an exclusive agreement, jointly develop next generation's aircraft for defense applications. First product from this partnership is planned to be a hybrid propulsion, vertical takeoff and landing aircraft with which will target a potential program of record from the US DoD. Help fund Archer from other general corporate purposes. Archer raised $430 million in additional equity capital today, further solidifying Archer's financial position, with participation from long-time strategic partners Stellantis and United Airlines. And of course, UAE is in this as well. This is actually, like, really cool. Anduril has such clout as well. I mean, they've been winning Air Force contracts and stuff like that to make large, mothership drones and everything. And so being able to kind of hop on Anduril's really, one, clout, and then two, their engineering expertise. I mean, whatever these guys are doing in Anduril is unbelievable. This, I think, actually can become an investment argument for Archer, where I didn't really think there was one beforehand. And, the speculation's great. I mean, news headlines that the UAE is going to give a random company that was valued at absolutely nothing, tens of millions of dollars is fantastic. But this, I think, is legitimate. Folks, you stay right there. We'll be right back.